Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2023 as we continue our Road to Glory run with Buxton FC. And things have still been going mostly okay. A couple little slip-ups here and there, but still pretty good overall. We have picked up a couple more players just to see if that can help us get through to the end of the season, but let's get right into it. All right, here we are in game, and we're going to start with the players that we brought in. Although I guess I should point out we did get rid of this guy, Oliver Greaves. He really did not feature for us this year at all, so just getting him off the wage budget felt like a good idea. So he is gone. We have brought in two new players. We brought in Jack Lee and Jamie Thomas. Jack Lee comes in here as a 3.5-star current ability, potentially as high as 4-star central defender. So just someone who can really anchor that position down really, really well. We're not getting the performance out of Cullinan that I was hoping for. We picked him up earlier this season. He's just not really coming together. Now, he is on a non-contract. I could drop him any time, but because he's on a non-contract, if we don't play him or we don't sub him, then he doesn't really cost us anything. So we'll hold on to him a little bit longer, see if maybe he just develops a little bit better. But it doesn't really hurt us having him stick around at the moment. So Jack Lee comes in here, like I said, he can also play defensive midfielder. We'll see what he can do there if we decide to move him around a little bit. But for the most part, again, a good solid central defender role. He is 25, right? 24. So he is outside of our desired window of 23 and under, but not too far outside. Then we pick up Jamie Thomas, who is also outside of that window. It's really hard to find just perfect players that are inside that window, to be perfectly honest. He comes in here as an attacking midfielder, 3.5-star current ability, as high as 4.5-star potential ability. The real reason I brought him in is because Hardy is a player that we're just not really seeing the results that we were hoping for from. So with people that can move around, stuff like that, Hardy's been playing on the right-hand side. I can move some of the guys that have been playing in the center onto the right and then bring in Jamie Thomas here to cover that central role, or as a backup or as a starter, whatever we decide to do. He actually comes in here as our best attacking midfielder in the center. So likely he will move into that starting role pretty quickly for us. But hopefully overall a decent player in general. It says he's a good Sky Bet League 2 player. Getting him at this level seems like a bit of a bargain. So we'll find out. There's a couple other players that I've been trying to poke around at, trying to get. I'm even trying to get some players that we might have to spend some money for, because we do still have some money. We have about 20K. Only reason we only have 20K is because I moved some wage budget and stuff like that around. But the last player I tried to get, we got the team that we were going for to agree to like a 15K transfer for him, but he wanted like 900 pounds per week on budget or on salary, and we couldn't afford that. So we had to say no to him. It is unfortunate. And I just realized this is the day before my birthday. Go figure. So hopefully this is a good game for us. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this day's game. Before I get there, I guess we'll go look at the schedule. Last game you guys saw was the Chorley Gloucester setup. We then went up against Banbury, beat them 4-1 with a pair of goals from Newton, a goal from Onyeka, and a goal from Gilchrist. Gilchrist is a player who wants to move on as well, so we might not be seeing him too much more. But Onyeka is really coming into his own. We're seeing him score a decent number of goals here and there. In fact, there's a pair of goals right there for Onyeka in the FA Trophy second round game against Leamington. We then just came out of our game against Fylde here. We got a goal from Bunn and we go from Durnley. Unfortunately, we gave up too many goals in this game for us to really, honestly, escaping away with the draw probably was a win for us in a sense, because they were definitely playing really well, and we were able to get that draw in the end. I mean, it was a pretty balanced game overall. We could have easily lost this, except for that 87-minute goal from Durnley and the odds. Seriously, I've been sitting here for the last hour going through all this in-betweeny stuff and not a single yawn. I don't understand Football Manager. Why does Football Manager make me yawn? Go figure. Peterborough Sports coming up next. And they're playing really well right now. They're 5th in the league at the moment, doing a really good job. And then we'll play Leamington. It's a little bit easier game, hopefully, in 16th, although it is an away from home game. So we shall see how that goes. We are into the FA Trophy third round against Gateshead. That's going to be a pretty tough game because they're in the Vanarama National proper, correct? Vanarama National. Yep, 13th in the Vanarama National. So not impossible, but should be a bit of a tough game for us. We shall see. So let's get into today's game. Here's the team we're bringing today, except for one change that I forgot to move. We're going to bring Hudson back in here. Hudson's been playing really well in the goalkeeping spot. So he'll come in here as a goalkeeper with Clark on the left, Burke on the right. Lee, new guy Lee, coming into our central defender role alongside Brisley with Goodrich ahead of them. And then we've got McKay, Tasdemir, Osborne across the attacking side with Durnley and Onyeka in our striking spots. So pretty good setup overall, I think. I'm still trying to get us a good left back. I mean, Clark's played okay. But I don't know if he's played well enough. Newton's actually played really well over there. In fact, you know what? Might as well bring Newton back in here today. No reason to bring Clark in there. But other than that, I think everything else looks good. So let's go. We have Jamie Thomas on the bench, so he gets a number today. All right, so let's go. Let's see what we're going to get. Got to get some sort of result here. I mean, honestly, we haven't lost a game in 5, so that's a good place to start. But I'd love to get us a good running streak of wins here. Yes, man, the yawns will never end. All right, Brisley with the head down to Newton. Tasmir being able to pick that up. Lee with the ball, pushing it up here, up to Durnley. Durnley over to Newton. Newton back over to McKay. McKay gets it up to Durnley. Durnley's in a decent spot. Can get it over to Onyeka? Yes, he can. 6 goals of the season for Onyeka. He's not quite on DDG levels, but he's playing well. No real complaints from me at this point. I think DDG might still be a better goal scorer, but Onyeka is a good enough goal scorer for what we need. And he's not causing any drama, so can't go wrong with that. Come on, there's Brisley down to Tasdemir, over to Burke. Burke's going to get it back to Brisley. Up to the other team's players. Okay, being able to pick that one up. Gets it up to Durnley. Yes! Over to Onyeka. Oh, does it sneak in? No, it does not. How did that not sneak in there? How did that not cross the line? It sure looked like it crossed the line to me. Maybe it wasn't fully across. It could also just be the angle. And bias. All right, Goodrich over to Brisley. Brisley to Burke. Can Onyeka run onto that? He cannot. He's not quite got the pace that we need for him. I mean, at this level, it's going to be really hard for us to find really fast players. But I guess all we have to do is find players that are faster than the defense. And presumably at this level, the defense aren't that fast either. Remember, we are still semi-pro. So not the easiest job finding players, quite frankly. But we've gotten a couple good ones. I think we'll see. We'll see how Lee does. We'll see how Thomas does. It's Thomas, right? Thomas, yeah. Okay, make sure I haven't learned him yet. Make sure I had his name right. This is not good. That is really bad. That is really bad. Like, Lee, that was all Lee right there. 100%. So I was sitting here talking about Lee, hoping he would do good, and he makes a mistake and gives up a goal. I mean, it's 100% Lee's fault there. All right, there's Newton over to Lee. Come on, Lee, you got to redeem yourself, buddy. Tasdemir, if he gets that's the one here. Oh man, that would have been an assist, right? Not quite there though. That was not. I don't think that was Lee's fault though. I think that was a Tasdemir miss on that end. Newton with the ball. Onyeka's there. Not able to get that one. Come on, guys. Burke coming up with it. Good catch by Crook. There's Burke again. Currently on a yellow card. Burke pushing the ball up nicely so far. Osborne with the ball. He's going to run out of space, though. He's going to turn around. He's going to get taken away from him. And if he's not careful, oh, good move there. Gets it across. There's Durnley. Oh, my goodness. Missing it again. Come on, guys. I do feel like we should, based on how we're playing, I feel like we should win this game. We've given up the one on-target shot that we've had against us. That's very unfortunate. Hudson really, really doing poorly right now. They might be knocking him for that pass to the other team. They might be calling it his fault, but I don't think it was his fault. Free kick coming in from Osborne. Nope, not going to happen. Get us a substitute after this highlight. All right, there's Lee. Deep kick up. Onyeka's up over there. Not able to get on that one. Come on, guys. Oh my goodness. Wow, we're just falling apart all of a sudden. I think we bring out Brisley on a yellow. He's the most tired at the moment. And not playing super great. So, goodness. Not liking what I'm seeing. Coming into this game, we were in second place in the league, but we have 2 games in hand against the number 1 team. So, and only behind by 3 points, I believe, if I remember correctly. So, definitely, if we could have gotten something in this game, we had a good chance of sneaking back into that first place spot. But that does not appear to be the case today. Who's going to give us a spark? Man, Matthew Hudson just playing atrociously today. And we could always bring on Richardson, but I don't know if I have much hope for him to play that much better. I guess we bring out Newton if we got somebody over there. We got... no, we really don't. Anybody for Burke? We really don't. So our 2 yellow cards are going to have to stay out there. Tazdemir, how about you come out for Thomas? Let's give Thomas a chance in here. We just picked him up, paid so much money for him, which is nothing. And we'll see if he's worth his $0 transfer fee. Coming on a free transfer. I mean, we're not even paying him that much in salary, to be honest. So he's a good player. Should be fairly reasonable for us to accommodate his, I think it's like 300,000, 350, something like that. So not super bad. It's not compared to some of the 1,000-pound ones that we started the season with some of those guys, especially like DDG. I mean, if you think about it, we got rid of DDG and we picked up Onyeka. We picked up Thomas. We can pick up Lee. If these guys turn out to be good players, we picked up all 3 of those guys on the salary that we were playing DDG. Now, that might be worth it in the end. As I'm talking through a goal here from Durnley. Looks like it was an assist from Burke. Burke over to Durnley. Durnley into the goal. Good job, guys. Good job. Do we got one more in us? Because I feel like we really should have won this game. Definitely. I mean, it's a home game. We're absolutely dominating in many ways, and we're just not getting the results we're looking for. So we have a striker and a defender left. I guess we're going to go ahead and bring out... I know, we're going to bring Ando over to Newton's spot. And in place of Newton, we'll bring in Granite. See if that's good enough to do what we need here. We really should be winning this, guys. Come on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tell him to get stuck in. I don't know if I would normally say that in a drawn game, but I'm feeling kind of desperate in front of our home fans to get a result here. Which does not look like it's going to happen. Wow. That's rough. I mean, that game was stolen from us right there. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Absolutely stolen from us. Definitely disappointed. I mean, do I even praise anybody? I mean, I guess Durnley's the one saving grace here. But other than that, I mean, Hudson, terrible. Jack Lee, terrible. I mean, Hudson, you were playing so well. I mean, are you about to lose your temporary starting role? I mean, I'm not going to give up on him just yet, but that does not bode well. So we still have 2 games in hand. We're behind by 5 points now. So if we were to somehow able to win both, we could get back into that first place spot, but not by the way we just played, right? So if we play like that again, we are not going to do well. Now, don't get me wrong. They're a pretty good team in 5th place. So I guess maybe I shouldn't be too hard on them, but it was a home game. And again, we dominated the XG and a lot of the other stats. So, all right, we'll be right back for game number 2 against Leamington. All right, we're back for our game against Leamington here. Here's the team we're bringing. Do I want to leave Richardson? Actually, I'm going to give Hudson one more chance. He had a bad game that last game. He still got a better 5-game average than Richardson, as well as a better overall average. So we're going to give him another chance here. Clark comes on the left, Patterson on the right, Cullinan, there we go, and Brisley on the right. Kirby in the ball-winning midfielder. Bun on the left. Durnley comes back to a right winger with Tazdemir. Goodness, I can't say their names all of a sudden. As the shadow striker with Bowden and Onyeka up front. Let's go. We definitely need a better game than that last game. So, please. This is away from home, though. But it's against a team that's on a 5-game losing streak. So, you would think that we would show up better today. Well, again, we didn't really show up bad in that last game. We just didn't score. Which is kind of important, I've heard, in the game of football. All right, there's Onyeka getting past the defense. Didn't really have any help there. There's Trastamir, though. Bun comes up with it. Gets tripped up. It is going to be a penalty. Should be... Is it Newton taking the penalty? No, Newton's not on the field. Who is it? I forget who's next. Durnley. Okay. Yeah. Nice. All right, there we go. That's one down. Let's keep it going, guys. Free kick for Leamington. And of course that one goes in. Of course it goes in. Come on, guys. Another throw in from Leamington here. Bun gets tripped up, but he was there for a second. Cullinan, Hudson with the ball. Brisley now kicking the ball up. Come on, guys. There's Patterson. Kirby with the ball. Gets deep up. Onyeka's going to be able to run onto that one. He's got a chance to do something here. He doesn't have a lot of help. Gets it back to Durnley. Durnley over to Tastamir. Oh, how did that not go in? Are we going to get FM'd in this game? We're playing better other than simple little things. I mean, that was just a dumb player there. Come on, guys. Patterson with the ball. I'm gonna guess that we get a shot, but the goalkeeper saves it. Okay, we didn't get a shot, but I was gonna guess that their superhuman goalkeeper is gonna save it because that's just how it sometimes works. That they always seem to have a really good goalkeeper that saves anything we shoot their direction, and then our goalkeeper just watches things go past them. It's pretty typical FM, though, isn't it? Cullinan get in front of that one. Good job. Tries to get to one of our guys. Not able to get to him. Come on. Oh, come on. Clear that out. Clear it out. Nope, that's not a clear out. Can we get something before halftime? I will go a lot easier on you in the halftime speech if I can get something before halftime. We did not. So, nope, you guys are about to get yelling at because this is dumb. This is absolutely ridiculous gameplay right here. There's Clark picking up the ball. Onyeka gets past the defense. Of course he doesn't make it. Now, if it had been their team, they would have scored that one. That's how it feels, at least. I don't care. I don't care. You know what? You could all just get let off the team. I don't care. I'll get rid of all of you. I'll get a whole new team. You're all got contracts that end at the end of the season anyway. You're all gone. There's Bowden. Onyeka picks up the ball. And of course their goalkeeper saves that one. Of course he does. Because that's how it works. Okay then. I guess yellow card and not playing well. We're going to bring Thomas into that spot. Good thing he can play striker. He's not been corrupted by this terrible... Okay, this team's not bad. It's just playing bad right now. Ugh, what now? Durnley is about the only person who's playing somewhat decently. Do we have anybody for Kirby? We do not. We'll bring Cullinan out. We'll bring Granite in. And then we are going to change our instructions to be get stuck in. And we're going to yell at the boys to demand more. Not logical sometimes. Just not logical. I mean, we got a 2.33 XG and 1 goal. I get it. We lose the game. Fine. But we should have had more goals by now. That's all I'm trying to get at. You know what? We're going to play without a player on there, I think. Well, we'll bring you back. Nah, no, we're going to play without a player. Because I don't really care at this point. I've got it. It's like, I do not care. Do not care. Yeah, that's fine. Don't care. I've already left the stadium. In real life, I mean, I probably get fined or who knows what happens. But I've already walked out. I'm already showered and on my way home. Did I do my last sub? I can't remember. 1, 2. Oh no, I did not. So do I have any for Brisley? Yep. Okay. At least we scored something finally. We would have gotten called a penalty on that one. Hudson's about to lose his starting spot. Temporary starting spot, I guess. There's Bun right there. Oh my goodness. I would say you can't hit the broadside of a barn, but that's literally what you just did, is you hit the broadside of a barn and that was it. Unexplainably bad play from the team today. And honestly, a lot of it is going to have to be on the goalkeeper. He's been atrocious today. You know what? You don't deserve for the replay. I'm sorry. You don't deserve it. We should not have lost by this much. Should we have lost? I don't know. Maybe. We definitely should not have lost by this much. If anything, it probably should have been a draw. I still think we probably could have won this game or should have won this game. But just not to be. I don't have an explanation. There's just no explanation for this. Atrocious play. Again, other than the goalkeeper just falling flat. Come on, please. Can we just get this game over with? Don't have a word for that. We're 50-50 over the last 5 games. This next game could really determine, you know, whether we change formations or do something different, because we got to shake something up. Something's going wrong here, right? So we got to figure that out. And I guess we got to go back to our other goalkeeper, right? I mean, I'm assuming he's now done better at this point. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Richardson, I think, at this point. So, well, that's it. I mean, we're still in the playoff picture. We're still having a really good season overall. Just disappointing in some of these last couple games. So we'll see if we can turn it back around. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.